System of particles and rotational motion. This is a chapter which we are going to start in this video. Listen. The chapter begins with the study of a rigid body. A body in which the interparticle distance remains the same under the action of forces acting on it is said to be a rigid body, meaning interparticle distance does not change under the action of forces acting on it. Then it is said to be rigid body. We know that Newton's laws of motion are valid for point masses only. To study the motion of extended objects, large size object, by using the Newton's laws of motion, the concept of center of mass has been introduced. Center of mass is defined as the point where the entire mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. If all the forces which were acting on the object are applied to center of mass, the motion executed by the center of mass is similar to that of motion executed by the extended object under the action of those forces. Meaning, a study of motion of center of mass under the action of forces is equivalent to the study of motion of the object under the action of those forces. Center of mass of two particle system. This will be our next topic. Here you can see the diagram. A system consists of two particles m1 and m2. Their position vectors are r1 and r2. F1 and F2 are the external forces acting on m1 and m2. Here F12 is the internal force on m1 due to m2, and F21 is the internal force on m2 due to m1. According to Newton's second law of motion, F1 plus F12 is equal to dP1 by dt. Same thing we can write for mass m2 also. Now adding these two equations, we will get this step. We will arrive at this step. Now F12 and F21 are the action reaction forces, so they cancel out. So we can write it as F1 plus F2 only. Now P is momentum, and momentum is defined as product of mass and velocity, so we can write it as m1 v1 and p2 m2 v2. So now next we know that velocity is rate of your position vector, so v1 we can write dr1 by dt. In place of v2 we can write dr2 by d2. As mass is a constant quantity, so it can be taken inside the differentiation. D by dt of m1 r1 and m1 d by dt r1 both are same. So we can write here up to here Now we can divide and multiply it by m1 plus m2, and we will arrive at this expression. Now if the whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated at point C, whose position vector is r, its equation of motion can be written as m1 plus m2 d2r by dt2 is equal to f. Now comparing equation 3 and 4, we will get r is equal to m1 r1 plus m2 r2 by m1 plus m2. So this gives you the position vector of the center of mass, an expression for position vector of center of mass of two particle system. Following the same pattern, we can write the position vector of center of mass of a system consisting of n particles. Now discussion on the result. If the center of mass lies at origin, then r will be 0, capital R will be 0, so m1 r1 plus m2 r2 is equal to 0. From here r1 is equal to minus m2 by m1 r2. So this shows that the two masses are located on the two opposite sides of the origin. And further, m1 by m2 is equal to r2 by r1, that is, if m1 is greater than m2, then r1 is less than r2. That is, center of mass lies closer to the heavier mass. Now write the position vector in its component form, and equating I, j and k components, we can write these expressions. Now question: 3 masses 100 gram, 150 gram and 200 gram are located at the vertices of an equilateral triangle ABC, each of side 50 centimeter. Find the coordinates of the center of mass of the system of the three particles. Now you can see in the figure 3 masses located at A, B, C vertices of an equilateral triangle, 50 centimeter each sides. When we draw a perpendicular from the vertex on the side AB, it will divide it in two equal parts. Now write the coordinates of A, B and C. Here A will be 0, 0 as it lies at origin, and B it will be 50, 0, again 0, and C it will be 25 and 50, 25 root 3, z coordinate is 0. Substituting the values in the formula, we will get the result. A thin flat plate of mass 4.5 kg is in the form of L-shaped lamina, and the position of center of mass we have to find out. This L-shaped lamina, as given in the figure, may be divided into three equal parts, and let C1, C2 and C3 be the center of mass of the three parts, as it coincides with the geometrical center of the object being a geometrical shape. Now from the figure we can write out the coordinates of C1, C2 and C3 as C1 11, C2 31, C3 13. Substituting the value in the formula, we can find out the coordinates of the center of mass. Now next question: a circular disc of radius capital R is removed from the bigger circular disc of radius 2r from one edge of the disc as shown in the figure. The center of the new disc is alpha r from the center of the bigger disc. Find the value of alpha. Here this disc may be supposed to be consisting of two particles. One is of mass m1, the disc that has been removed, and m2, the leftover disc. So if m is the mass of the disc and 2r is the radius, then m by pi 2r whole square, this gives you the mass per unit area. And if you multiply the area of the portion that has been removed, that is pi r square, we get the mass of the portion of the disc that has been removed. Then leftover, mass of the leftover disc m2 will be m minus m1. We will get the value of m1 and m2. Now let the origin lies at the center of the disc, that is C. So the value of r will be 0. Now put the value of m1 and r1 in the equation, you will get the result. Next question, if four uniform and identical meter sticks were stacked on a table with 10 centimeter, 15 centimeter, 30 centimeter and 50 centimeter segments over the edge as shown in the figure, would the meter sticks on the table or topple down? Means this arrangement will be stable, remains on the table or topple down, that we have to decide. How we will decide? If the center of mass of this system lies on the table, the arrangement will be stable, it will not topple down, and if center of mass of the system lies outside the table, it will fall down. Now you can see a meter scale, it is of 100 centimeter. Geometrical figure, its center of mass coincides with its geometrical center. So C1 will be present at the geometrical center of the meter scale, that is at the 50 centimeter point from the end. So first scale 10 let the edge of the table is chosen as origin. Then C1 will be at a distance 40 centimeter as 10 centimeter is outside. Similarly, C2 will be at a distance 35 centimeter as 15 centimeter is outside. C3 will be at a distance 20 centimeter as 30 centimeter is outside. C1 will be at 0 at 50 centimeter is outside. So we get the distances of the center of mass from the origin. Now each scale, let it be of same mass m. Now as the center of mass is located on the left side of the origin, so we can put negative sign in the distances and put in the formula. We get the value of x as minus 23.75 centimeter. Again it is negative, so center of mass of the system lies to the left of the origin, that is on the table, hence the system will not fall down. Thank you for watching.